Yo, yo, how are you guys doing? I'm doing good. And welcome to the 11th episode of the Notebook Podcast. And this is a different type of episode. This should be episode one because this is the start of a new revamp of the Notebook Podcast. Initially, it was just sports. I was talking straight sports and nothing else. But I was thinking about it and I feel like I could be doing more with this podcast and broaden the horizons that could go with this podcast. So, with that being said, I feel as though that this podcast is going to transition more to being a well-rounded podcast where I talk about anything. Music, pop culture, current events, anything. And I feel as though that is the best direction where this podcast will go, and going forward that's how it's going to be. And with that being said, this is the first episode of that. So we're going to talk some music. We're going to talk some pop culture. We're going to talk some sports. We can talk about anything. And I have a whole bunch of topics here. This is definitely going to be a long one. So buckle in. Hope you guys are entertained throughout this episode here. And there's only more to come. I'm going to start being more consistent now that I know the direction. That is the reason why I took this long hiatus, is because I didn't know what direction I wanted to go with this. But now I'm here. I'm locked in and I'm ready to go. And I hope you guys are just as excited as I am for this. And I hope that our viewership grows. I hope that our family grows. And I hope that I grow throughout this new revamp of this podcast and what I want to do with it. So, yeah, man, I can't wait. Um, I've just been mulling on this topic for a while, and now it's finally here. So I'm really excited to be able to share about what I've been working on these past weeks and months that I've been thinking about this podcast. So going forward, I'm going to start being more consistent. I know I said that the last two times, but now that I know the direction, it's time to lock in. So I cannot wait for what's in store for this podcast, and I can't wait for what the future holds. So let's get right into it, man. The biggest news story today of about anything at all in the world is Drizzy Drake Rogers dropping a new album soon. Drake has been, I don't know, man, just consistent on his game with dropping music, man. He's been dropping singles with Search and Rescue, dropped that single this year. He dropped an album last year, I believe. Her Loss was last year, or maybe early this year, but I don't remember the exact date. But Her Loss, and then he comes back with Honestly Never Mind, and then Certified Lover Boy, man. That man, Drake's been working in the studio, and he dropped a new book as well, which is, I'm pretty sure, the opening to the album. I think the book is pretty much his lead up to the album. So he dropped a new book and he said an album's coming with it. So, and he's starting tour next week, which I will be attending. I am the biggest Drake glazer you will ever meet in your life. Yeah, I consider myself an OVO affiliate. I don't know if Drake has initiated me yet, but I'm an OVO affiliate. So, yeah, Drake, if you're seeing this, man, let me get an OVO chain, please. I have a whole bunch of OVO merch, man. I could definitely fit in. You know, if you need someone to play basketball with, because I know them goofballs you'll be playing with can't play. I will definitely bust your ass for free. You don't got to pay me. I'll bust your ass. But back to the topic here. Drake, yeah, he's dropping a new album soon. It's rumored to be this Friday, as he's pushed the tour date for this Friday back, which was the first date on the tour. He pushed back to Saturday. So people are hinting that that's the album date, which would be amazing. But neither here nor there. Drake's dropping a new album. Like, that's just like insane to think about. A solo album, it seems like, no collaboration like Her Loss. But yeah, I mean, I don't even know what to say. Like, we don't know anything else but the title. I think the title is For All My Dogs. But other than that, we don't really know too much. So, I mean, I don't know what else there is to say about the album, but just hype around it that Drake is dropping a new album. The best artist in the game right now is dropping a new album. So, I mean, wow, like, that's crazy. Drake has been on his game with dropping music, making music, and just doing everything in general. So, I yeah, I don't really know what else there is to say about that. Drake is dropping a new album. We know is the title. We don't know the album cover really at all. But yeah, let's digest this. But in terms of music, man, this Friday, yesterday, June 23rd, Young Thug dropped an album, and that shit is fire, bro. That shit is fire. And the week before, we had Gunna. And trap music is in the best place it's been in a while, man. We had Young Thug, we have Gunna. Metro Boomin dropped his album a couple months ago, or a little bit of time ago. He's dropping an album with Future. Like Lil Uzi's dropping his album. Travis Scott is dropping his album soon. Like trap music is it's coming, man. It's really coming together after maybe a slowish time period these last couple of years. But in terms of trap music right now, it's in the best place it's been in a very long time. And I got to give my credit to Metro Boomin, man. He's really been working because I'm pretty sure he co-produced Young Thug's album. He dropped his own album. He's apparently dropping an album with JID soon. He's dropping his album with Future. Like, man, that dude's been working, and none of it has been bad. It's all been great. I think the best album of last year was Heroes and Villains, but yeah, not young. Metro Boomin's really putting together a nice little run here, man, and one of the greatest producers of all time, potentially the greatest trap music producer of all time, and he's never slowing down. Metro Boomin's been here for a while. His work with 21 Savage has been amazing. I think they're one of the best producer to rapper duos in the game right now. And he had multiple features on Her Loss, which has been amazing. So I really think Metro Boomin is like going on a legendary run quietly going on a legendary run because let's get back to that Thug album, man. It was amazing. You had great features from Drake. I think really that album is just getting better after every listen because I've listened to it 3 times now, and it's gotten better after every time. So I really enjoyed it. Um, yeah, like I don't know what else Young Thug's got to do to solidify himself as one of the greatest of all time because his discography is like really coming together. I really love So Much Fun. Punk was pretty good. I don't know why people hate on that album so much. I really think it was different for Young Thug, but I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. I mean, you got the classics like Barter Six, Jeffrey's really good. But yeah, I mean, Young Thug's last like 4, 5 albums have been really, really good. And, he's really been in the game for a while and he hasn't slowed down really. And I've been really impressed with how he's been. He's just been really consistent, and like, what more do you want from a big time rapper like that? But in terms of the new album, which is called Business is Business, Oh You Went with Drake might be the best song on the album. But with the Racks, man, that song is insane, bro. You got 21 doing this thing. That Travis Scott verse is probably the best verse on the album, I think. But the best solo track with no features is definitely Jonesboro. When I heard that shit goes crazy, bro. That shit goes crazy. Parade on Cleveland's pretty good. I like that song. Mad Dog is fire as well. That Uzi feature, I wasn't really feeling too much. Uzi's really hit or miss for me. I don't know. I really like his solo music, but in terms of features, I don't think he's the best feature artist in my opinion. That's just me though. But speaking of Uzi, the Pink Tape is dropping soon. It's rumored to be June 30th, which is Drake's potential date. So I don't know. But in terms of trap artists right now, I would say the upper echelon is Future, Young Thug, Travis Scott, and then you might have to throw Uzi in there, but I don't know if he's on that level yet because Uzi's done really good stuff. Don't even get me wrong. Love is Rage 2, very fire. The Perfect Love takes fire. Lil Uzi Vert Against the World is fire. And Love is Rage is pretty good too. But when you look at his discography against Young Thug's discography, I think Young Thug has better discography. You go against Future definitely has a better discography. You go against Travis Scott, even though he hasn't released as much music as Lil Uzi, his discography is better. So when you and I hate pairing artists against each other. I hate comparing to per se, but I've seen a lot of Uzi fans on Twitter, I think, overrating him a little bit. I think he's overrated a little bit in terms of being the best artist in the game. And I really do like Uzi. I think he's a really good artist, but I don't think he's up there with the Futures, Young Thug, Travis Scott's. And I think those three are the best in terms of what they do. And Uzi and Cardi is a really good debate. It's a really good debate. And let's get into that. Who is the better artist, Uzi, Lil Uzi Vert, or Playboy Cardi? Who I enjoy more is Playboy Cardi. But if you look at Uzi's discography, he's dropped more music. He's dropped more quality music because Uzi doesn't necessarily have a terrible album. Neither does Cardi. Cardi's albums, if you stack them up, self-titled, Die Lit, and a Whole Lot of Red, are great albums. They're damn near flawless in my opinion. But he hasn't dropped enough music. Where's Cardi been? And he does drop features. Cardi is a great artist. I don't understand the Cardi slander that people just spew on him sometimes. Like, people call him a mumble rapper. Can't understand what he's saying. But that's just the direction of trap music right now. You can't shit on Cardi when he's literally pioneered that type of music, man. I don't understand, but it is what it is. But I would put Cardi better. I would say Cardi is better because of the quality of his albums, man. Die Lit is a 10 for me. I don't care what nobody says. Die Lit is a 10 for me. I have self-title as an 8, and I have a Whole Lot of Red as an 8. And, like, that's just... And if Cardi drops, I'm pretty sure the album's called Music. I don't know if that's still the case, but I remember that being rumored that it's called Music. But if Cardi drops another masterpiece, we got to put Cardi up there as one of the greatest trap artists of all time. Just saying. Call me a glazer. I don't care. It's true. It's true. It's true. And speaking of Cardi, please drop your album, bro. Like, everyone's dropping this year. Trap music is literally insane right now, and it'd only get better if Cardi drops. So please, Cardi, drop. And let's look at it, man. Talking about these great artists and upper echelon artists, who today are generational artists? Who in today's game would you say are generational artists? And to me, generational artists are type type of artists that you tell your kids about, man. That's like, man, you just had to experience it, man. You just had to be alive during this time. You had to feel the emotions of when that artist dropped and how great that music was. And to me, those artists are the big name artists, like your Kendrick Lamars, your J. Cole's, your Drake's. I would throw Future in there, man. Future is a generational artist, if I'm being honest. And I'm talking rappers here. I mean, Future is really that guy when it comes to making high quality music, great songs. He's got hits on hits on hits. I don't think people understand. Man, I don't remember when Rolling Loud was, but I believe it was in Cali last time. But man, when he was performing, I was watching it on stream. Man, that dude's got fucking hits on hits on hits, man. And I Never Liked You was a really good album. That's his latest. It's a really good album. He was performing songs off that, and I was like, damn, man, them shits are hitting, bro. High Off Life is a pretty good album. Future Hendrix, The Wizard's a really, really good album. I like that one. Hendrix is a fire album. His self-titled's fire. DS2 is one of the greatest trap albums of all time, in my opinion. What a Time to Be Alive, man. That's a classic. And then, like, Monster is one of the greatest trap albums of all time as well. And Future's just consistently still dropping music. And he has a new album dropping with Metro Boomin, bro. The amount of hype I have for that album, I think that might be my most anticipated album this year, even more than Drake's new one. Because Metro Boomin and Future don't miss. They absolutely don't miss. And I mean, what more can you say about it? It's Metro Boomin, one of the greatest artists or one of the greatest producers of all time, with one of the greatest trap artists of all time. Like, I don't know what more you could ask for. I mean, it's yeah, that's my most anticipated this year. Either that or Utopia. Which we don't really know too much about. So, and it's apparently supposed to be dropping soon. We don't really know too much about it. You see people walking around with briefcases. I know Bad Bunny's held the briefcase. I see Mike Dean, who's been working on the album with him, which will be fire. Mike Dean, got to see him live for the weekend, and man, people were disrespecting Mike Dean, man. People were like, "Oh, who is this? What the hell is this?" He was playing with the synths and stuff. But yeah, he was going crazy. But Mike Dean really is one of the greatest as well. Um, But yeah, what was I talking about? I forgot what I was saying about that. Oh yeah, Utopia. We don't really know too much. I saw the Weeknd holding the briefcase, but yeah, we don't really know too much about it. We don't know the album cover really. It's supposed to be dropping soon, apparently. Um, I've seen that like the Houston Astros, he played it for them, and they said it was really good. But other than that, all we know is about the briefcases and a little bit of the logo. But yeah, I'm really excited for that album as well. Like music is, or the music is really starting to heat up. It was a slow start to the year. 2023 is a really slow start for music, but now it's starting to ramp up, man. We've had like 3 back-to-back massive artist drops. So it's going to be really exciting to see how the future holds for this year. But speaking of the weekend, I did talk about the weekend. Let's talk about the Idol, man, the show. And I think everyone's seen the clips on Twitter where they take a little bit of the acting and like some parts is really hard to watch. I'm gonna be honest, it's just straight porn, man. There's a lot in that show. I got to take breaks because not like tug breaks, but I just got to take breaks because Jesus Christ, it's just straight porn most of the time. Like, oh my god. But overall, the show isn't that bad. I think it's a really enjoyable show. I mean, there's only 3 episodes in, so I can't really say too much about the show. I don't know how many episodes there are. I probably can find the information online, but the show isn't that bad. It's just a lot of sexual activity going on. But in terms of the Weeknd's acting, it's not that bad. I mean, you have that scene at the store where he's straight up looking up to the guy. He's like up to the dude's chin and saying he's gonna fuck him up or curb stomp him or whatever. That shit was hilarious. I don't understand why people don't find that shit funny. But dude, that was pretty funny. What else, man? Oh, dude, the scene where I don't even want to talk about it, where he's just like stretcher little cat or yeah, that shit was that made me uncomfortable. That was really uncomfortable. But the music in the show is actually really good. Like the music is really good. My favorite scene is the piano scene where they're all like huddled around playing that song about like family. That song is actually pretty good, and that's probably the best scene to me. But yeah, I think the Weeknd's character Tedros, he's a really good character. You know, I think The Weeknd's done a pretty good job acting. Like maybe that's a hot take, I don't know, but I think The Weeknd does have an acting future. He's actually not that bad in playing that villain type role. Air quotes on villain if you've watched the show. Air quotes on villain. But yeah, he's pretty good at playing that villain, mysterious guy type role. And I think the show isn't bad. Like I don't think the show's bad. Crucify me all you want. It's a pretty decent show. Now, do I think it's like top tier quality shows? Like, I don't watch too many shows like that, but from the ones I've seen, like, it's not that bad. So, yeah, I can't really hate on it too much. You know, The Weeknd, you know, he's done his deeds with that acting job, man. Like, I can't hate on him. It's not bad. But yeah, I mean, what more can you say? I'm just saying, like, just make sure you're alone while watching the show, and make sure you have headphones in because yeah, it's pretty graphic, pretty graphic show, but it's a good show. I don't understand the hate too much, but yeah, my album I want to talk about is Gunna's new album, man. I listened to it twice. I listened to A Gift and a Curse twice, and I think it's a really enjoyable album. I really liked it. My favorite song is the intro, Back at It. I've seen Fuck You Mean is like big on Twitter right, or not Twitter, TikTok right now, but I think the best song to me was Back at It. You know, that flow he had on was insane. The beat is fire as hell. And Gunna has beat the Wheezy production allegations. Let's give it up for Gunna, man. Let's give it up for Gunna because the consensus around Gunna was that Wheezy carries Gunna and he just flows on Wheezy's beats. But Wheezy didn't have one. I don't think he had any production credits on any of the songs, if I'm not mistaken. And Gunna did his thing, no features, and he went crazy, you know. And Gunna is a very good artist, man. He's a really good artist, and he showed it on here. Very versatile with his game. There were some times where he was singing on the album that I was not really messing with, but I don't think Gunna really has that good of a singing voice. I like Gunna when he's just straight up rapping, but on this album, his pen game wasn't that bad. It's trap music. It's not going to really blow you away with the pen game, but yeah, in terms of just the makeup of the album, it's a really good album. I have no complaints. Now, I'm gonna compare the two albums that everyone's talking about: Young Thug's new album and Gunna's new album. Which one's better? And as of right now, I'm leaning towards Young Thug. But if you said Gunna's album is better, I would not look at you like you're crazy. I think they're both really good albums. I enjoyed both of them a good bit, quite a lot. So I think, yeah, I wouldn't have a problem with anyone saying otherwise about the shit. But yeah, I think Back at It's the best. He just has a lot of really good rapping on there. It's just a lot of good rapping. The production's really good. I'm not fully aware on all of the producers who produced on it, but they did a really good job, and Gunna did a great job as well. So yeah, see I don't see a world where Anthony Fantano gives that shit a one, but I don't really care about other people's opinion on music. Really, I just give my opinion and go along about my day. Like, I don't really care about what Sean C says, even though Sean C's a very funny guy and I watch his videos. I take his opinion with a grain of salt and I don't let it affect my opinion. But I think he enjoyed the album as well. But yeah, I saw Fantano give it a one. That's crazy. It's nowhere near that. But Fantano gets his hot takes all the time. So, and as me being a Drake Glazer, we do not rock with Fantano around here. It is what it is. I mean, that's dope. Whatever. But yeah, what are some great albums that dropped this year so far? I really like Don Toliver's album. It took me a little bit to get used to. Don Toliver's one of my favorite artists right now. I'm going to his tour this week, New York City. Let's go. Cannot wait. This Thursday, I believe. And let's talk about concerts, man. I've been to a couple this year. That's my favorite thing to do, man. I love it more than sports games. I love it more than anything, going to concerts. Um, and yeah, I'm going to see Don Toliver this week. I went to Governor's Ball a couple weeks ago, and man, that shit was insane. You got Ice Spice, Lil Uzi Vert, Metro Boomin, Joey Badass. We saw Casey, a really nice up and coming artist. I love me some Casey. His new EP was fire. We saw Saba, bro, in the front row. We were there front row. There's only like a couple people that knew the songs, but Saba, man, he put on a great performance, man. Uh, nice slow performance there. But yeah, I think the best of the night was definitely Uzi. Uzi did his thing, played unreleased music. He came out to a brand new song. I think that might be on the Pink Tape, but he played, of course, as well. But man, the mosh pits were crazy for Uzi. I think the craziest mosh pits was for Metro Boomin, man. We mosh pitted to every single song that he played. It was crazy. Man, I thought I was gonna pass out, dude. It was just banger after banger after banger. Oh man, he didn't even bring anyone out, and it was still fire. Yeah, he didn't even bring anyone out, and man, he didn't have to. All he did was DJ. All he did was plug in the aux, and we went crazy. So yeah, I really fucked with that time, man. Ice Spice was a good time, man. What else? Joey Badass is really good. I've seen Joey Badass twice now. I saw him first at Terminal 5 for his 1999-2000 tour, which was absolutely fire. It was a great time there. I didn't even go with anyone. It was a good time. I met so many different people. So it was such a great time, man. I would definitely recommend going to just a little, like, I don't know, it's a smaller venue, Terminal 5. I would definitely recommend going to one of those smaller concerts, not like a stadium tour type concert. I think those are like the worst type, but it's a good time. Concerts are just amazing, man. I really love them. I love being standing. I hate just being like in the seats and stuff like that. I love just being standing around with a whole bunch of people, just having a good time. I mean, it is a little dirty, it's people sweating on you and all that other shit, but who gives a fuck? You're just having a great time jumping around. And if I had the choice of being in the seats or general admission general admission, I'm going general admission every time. Not just because it's cheaper, but it's just a great time, man. But yeah, this summer, who I've seen, I went to see Logic and Juicy J. That was a great concert, man. Logic knows how to put on a show. And it was at a smaller venue. Logic is a big time artist, and he's done massive venues, but for this College Park tour, he did smaller type venues, and I think that was perfect, man. It was a great time. He played everything he had. It was a really good time, man. It was a really good time. He freestyled for like a good 4 minutes. It was crazy. That was probably my favorite part of the entire concert. But yeah, Logic really did his thing, and I had a great time. But yeah, this summer I've already gone to see Logic. I went to Governor's Ball where I saw a whole bunch of people. I'm going to see Don Toliver this week, and I'm going to see Drake. So I think this is a really good concert lineup. And last year I went to see the Weeknd. I went to see the Weeknd, Kendrick Lamar, and Joey Badass. That's who I've seen in the last couple years. But yeah, I'm really excited for Don Toliver, man. I'm really excited for Don Toliver. I've seen the clips all over my TikTok For You page, and man, it looks insane, man. The stage looks fire. You got that little diner thing, and he comes all the way at the top and stuff. I saw he came out to Geronimo. That was the first song he played. And I think the set list has been different like every tour or every show, I think. But yeah, I need to hear What You Need. Um, No Poll. I saw that was fire. I don't really have too big of like too much to like. I don't know. I don't think I'm really looking forward to too much. I just want to have a good time. I think I've seen everyone who's been there. I've loved it. So yeah, I'm really excited for that. I think that's gonna be a great time. But yeah, Drake and 21 is gonna be insane as well. Can't wait for that shit. I mean, them tickets were fucking expensive as shit, so it better be amazing. But yeah, Don Toliver, I'm gonna be standing general admission. So, and that wasn't really that bad to see Don Toliver. It was like $200. So, like, it could be worse. That's all I'm gonna say. It could be worse. Drake's was like 500, bro. Like Drake, come on, bro. Like, you couldn't hit me up, hook me up with a discount or something, bro. Like, damn. Like them shits are crazy. Like people who are being front row, like it's like almost a rack. It's like $800. Like god damn, bro. Like who do you think we are, man? We aren't balling like you, bro. We are not balling like Drake. But yeah, that was fucking crazy. I don't understand why he's on that shit, man. But yeah, we're gonna be out here. We're gonna be out this summer listening to some good concert music. And I love I love concerts in general, but yeah, if there's any other concerts dropping this summer, I'm definitely gonna want to pull up. But I don't think there's too many that I think that I've seen that I want to go to. I'm gonna miss. I really wanted to go see Daniel Caesar. His album was really good this year, but yeah, I won't be able to make that one. Bryson Tiller, I won't be able to make. What else? I think that's about it as of right now. But yeah, I'm going to see Drake 21. Yeah. I mean, saw Uzi. I know he's going on tour after the album. I don't think I will be going, but I did go and see Uzi. Um, yeah. I mean, it's a good time. Saw Joey's this year, Metro, Ice Spice, big time munch around here, man. We're a big time munch. But yeah, that was a good time. I would definitely recommend going to a festival. If you love music, go to a festival, whether it's like Rolling Loud, Governor's Ball, Coachella, Lollapalooza, or something. It's a great time. You're just out there just learning about new artists, having a great time, and yeah, just around people that love artists. We met so many people at the festival, so many different types of people, such great people. Yeah, it's a really great time. If you're young, man, just have fun, bro. If you're young, just have fucking fun, man. You are only young for a certain amount of time. Go spend that money. Money comes and goes. It is what it is, man. Just go and have a great time. And me personally, I'm not a big money saver, so whatever I could spend, I'll spend, man. And I'll definitely do that by fucking buying concert tickets or buying tickets to games and shit like that. So yeah, it's a great time. I would definitely recommend going and to a concert if you have never gone. If you've never gone, I don't know what you're doing. Get your ass, buy some tickets. I don't care who it is, just go. Whoever you love. If they're coming to your city, you fucking go. But yeah, can't wait for those concerts. I will definitely come back after the Don Toliver concert and talk about it because I know it's going to be a great time. I just don't know what to expect. I know the crowd has been crazy, and it's going to be in New York City at the Garden in one of the little theaters, but it's going to be at the Garden. It's going to be a great time, man. I can't wait. I'm going with my brother, and we're going to be having an insane time. I'm going to see how I'm going to try to get as close as possible because we're not in the seats. We're in the standing general admission, so I'm going to get as close as possible and see what's up. Get in the mosh pits, have a great time. But yeah, if you're smaller than like 5'8", 5'7", public service announcement, get the fuck out of the mosh pits, man. Because people just get shoved left and right. If you're a brittle ass, small ass motherfucker, get the fuck out of the mosh pits, man. I At Governor's Ball, man, there were so many people just getting shoved and knocked over and shit. Uzi had to stop his show because like 3 girls got like trampled on. Like, dude, it was crazy. Like, if you're like a little ass nigga, bro, just get your ass in the back. Get your ass in the back. There is no reason for you to be all the way up front with the wild hooligans, man, who just be shoving and knocking people over and shit. I don't know what you expect. Like, yeah, I mean, it was still a great time, but yeah, I mean, the women just get absolutely rocked, man. It's crazy. It's kind of sad. I don't understand. And dude, at Governor's Ball, it was crazy. Some woman, some mom, brought their kid into the mosh pit. Dude was like 13 years old and got lost. Ice Spice's show had to be delayed because some kid got lost. I think his name was Ethan or something, and she like ran on the stage and like asking they seen her son and stuff like that. It was really sad, but the show went on. Ice Spice came on, and I wonder if that kid ever got found. But if you're a parent, do not bring your middle-aged child into a mosh pit with a whole bunch of crazy ass adults who are there to jump around, shove, knock people over and shit. Yeah, don't do that. Just simply don't do that. And yeah, I mean, it's it's not the smartest idea. But yeah, let's talk some sports, man. What's been going on, really? What's been going on? Chris Paul has been traded to the Golden State Warriors, and what the hell, Jordan Poole and a couple picks have been traded to the Washington Wizards for Chris Paul, who was traded initially to the Wizards for Bradley Beal, which is kind of crazy to say. Like, what the hell are the Suns doing, man? They have absolutely no depth. They don't have a point guard. I mean, it is what it is. Like, what's going on, bro? What the fuck is going on? I mean, they have absolutely no bench, and they just have straight guys who can get buckets. Though you got Bradley Beal, who's a bucket getter. You got KD, obviously, who's a bucket getter, and you got Devin Booker, one of the best scorers in the league. So that team's gonna put up some points, but that defense is a little suspect, man. It's a little suspect. I don't know what they're gonna do with DeAndre Ayton. I think they probably just keep him, but yeah, I mean, you got a new coach. You got a brand new coach, new system. But yeah, no point guard. No point guard yet. Who knows what to do? Offseason hasn't started yet. But yeah, the NBA draft has happened. No big time trades really during the draft. I was kind of shocked. I thought the Mavericks would trade their pick, but they did not. The Mavericks had a really good draft. My Raptors got Dick. Grady Dick is a Toronto Raptor. Let's go. I need myself a Dick jersey. Grady Dick is that guy. He is going to bring the vibes to Toronto that we needed after that great cloud. Nick Nurse is gone. Thank the heavens Nick Nurse is gone. But yeah, Scotty Barnes and Grady Dick is going to be the duo of the future right there. Hopefully we get rid of Fred VanVleet's bum ass. I wonder what we're going to do with OG and Pascal. I think we should just keep them at this point. If we didn't trade them during the deadline, might as well keep them at this point. But maybe he goes to Portland, I don't know. I saw some rumors about him going to Atlanta. I don't know what we would even get from Atlanta. DeJounte Murray, maybe, and I don't know who else. But yeah, maybe I don't even know how that trade even comes apart. It's kind of weird. But yeah, I saw Pascal wants to stay in Toronto. I mean, we might as well keep him, bro. He's our franchise player, so we might as well keep him. There's not too big of a reason if we're not going to compete. I mean, maybe we get some good shit for him. Who knows? I mean, if Chris Paul is getting, if you getting Jordan, you give up Jordan Poole for Chris Paul. Who wonders what we're going to get for Pascal Siakam? So yeah, Interested to see what the Raptors are doing, but Masai Ujiri, bro, like what's going on, bro? Dude was out here saying, keep your phone on. It's gonna be a action-packed offseason, and shit, nothing has fucking happened. And if you keep Fred VanVleet, bro, you're cooked, man. That Kawhi trade really has carried Masai Ujiri's reputation because Jesus Christ, bro. If we keep Fred VanVleet, get that fucker out of here, bro. Get him out of here. I don't want him on my team no more. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I wonder what's gonna happen, man. I wonder what's gonna happen. The Mavericks are really interesting, man. They got their center of the future in Derek Lively. Um, yeah, I mean, who knows, man? Mavs, they have a lot of money now. They got rid of Bertans, so they have big time cash now. Maybe they go after like Kyle Kuzma, who's a free agent. Who knows, man? I don't know. I don't know what they do. I don't know what they do, but it's gonna be a really interesting team. Kyrie probably comes back because they said his market is really slim. So, but yeah, they finally have a decent center in Derek Lively. He's a nice little 7'1" rebounding and defensive beast. So yeah, they got their center that they need. They looks like they have their point guard in Kyrie. If he actually does stay, it looks like he is going to. But yeah, Kyrie looks like he's gonna stay. And maybe they get like maybe Tobias Harris or Chris Middleton, who's a free agent as well. Chris Middleton, Tobias Harris, and Kyle Kuzma could be really good for them. They definitely do need wings, so let's see what they do. But yeah, it looks pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. So yeah, I don't know what other stories there are out there as of right now. I mean, Zion Williamson, that story is crazy. Let's talk about Zion Williamson, bro. God damn, bro. Mariah Mills is the like biggest psycho of all time because she tweeted like, "Oh my god, I've never seen a rampage like that in my life. I've never seen a big time rampage like that. That was a complete meltdown on Twitter for like 200 tweets, bro. I don't understand what the hell was going through her mind, but Jesus Christ, man, she really missed her some Zion Williamson because after he announced that he's having like a kid or something, she just went crazy, man. Just absolutely attacking him and all that shit. Just going crazy on him and then tattoos his name on her face. What the hell, man? What the hell, man? Dude, that BBL on her is really taking a toll because she is psychotic as it gets. Jesus Christ, man. And Zion hasn't come out and said anything about it. He's just stayed quiet this entire time, has not said a word. But yeah, Jesus Lord, man, that was like really tough to watch, man. This is a new tweet after every minute. And like I don't think anyone even cares anymore, but she's just dragging this shit on, man. And her Twitter got suspended now after she said she's gonna leak some like tape that they have together. Like, Jesus Christ, dude. I don't know what the hell is going on with that shit. But that's embarrassing on her part. That is just utterly and completely embarrassing. Just a straight embarrassment to her family. Like if she wasn't an embarrassment to her family already, doing all that shit that she does. But yeah, Jesus Lord, that was fucking brutal to see. But yeah, man, prayers to Zion that he has to deal with that shit. But yeah, that was bad. But yeah, I have some Twitter topics I want to talk about. Some Twitter tweets that I saw that I'm gonna hold on to. But yeah, hold on, let me find it real quick. Give me 1 second here. Um, here, SK. SK tweeted out, "What song makes you feel like the main character?" And I have a bunch. I have a bunch here. Let me put you guys on. There's some songs that make me feel like the main character. "Sorry Not Sorry" by Bryson Tiller, definitely. Definitely makes you feel like the main character, like you're that guy. But "I'm That Nigga" by Future. Oh my god, dude! If you listen to that song while you're walking outside, you're just like, I fuck anyone up. "Intro" by Roddy Ricch for sure. That shit goes crazy. Um, all right, this is a specific verse. Actually, no, the whole song. Stick off the Dreamville project, that shit. Oh, if you're walking outside, throw on Stick, man. You don't think you can feel like no one can touch you, man. No one can touch you. If Looks Could Kill by Destroy Lonely, absolutely insane. KMT by Drake, Drake's first, so I'll listen to that joint. What else, man? Oh, God Breathed by Kanye off Donda, a really underrated album in my opinion, because people really shit on that album for some reason that I don't understand. But yeah, God Breathed by Kanye for sure. I think that's all I got right now, maybe. Yeah. I mean, obviously, what else, man? What else? Let me think. I gotta think now. I'm on one by Future and Drake. Future and Drake. Do What I Want by Uzi. Yeah, definitely make you feel like the main character. What else? What else? Definitely some Metro Spider too. Metro Spider makes you feel like I'm that guy, bro. That I am that guy. Um, Wicked by Future. What else? Let me think. There's a lot. There's a lot. Definitely a lot. Anything off the new shit. Um, Let me think. I think that's probably it right now, off the top of my head. Oh, RIP by Playboy Cardi as well. Definitely, definitely. Thought It Was a Drought too by Future. Actually makes me feel like I'm that guy for sure. Definitely makes me feel like I'm that guy. Um, what else? That might be it for right now, off the top of my head. Yeah, off the top of my head, that's pretty much all I got. But I got another one here, and it's like, give me the example of someone rapping like the rent is due. Currently in the game right now, probably Joey Badass on Paper Trails, man. That shit, man, he went crazy. J. Cole on Stick for sure. Fivio and Kanye on Off the Grid for sure, man. That song is insane. That song is damn near perfect in my. It's perfect. I don't care. I don't care what anyone says. That song is perfect. What else? What else? Rapping like the rent is due. Um, New Choppa by ASAP Rocky or by Playboy Cardi. ASAP Rocky's verse. Definitely, definitely. That's one of the best verses I've heard in a while. That shit is fire. What else? What else? All the verses on Shook One's Part 2. Most definitely. Most definitely. The rent was probably due when that shit dropped anyway. So, hey man, it is what it is. But Drake on Digital Dash as well. Definitely Drake on Digital Dash. Mm, that is actually a really good one. Oh, Drake on 7 a.m. on Bridal Path. Definitely, man. That verse is, I mean, that song is just straight up slept on, man. That song is straight up slept on. Bro, Drake's bars on that verse, you could go back and just read the lyrics, man. Absolutely insane. Going fucking crazy. Um, what else, man? I got any more off the top of my head, really? I gotta go and look now. I gotta go and look because there's definitely some more that I'm missing right now. Mm, let me think. Let me think. 4 p.m. in Calabasas, definitely, definitely. 5 a.m. in Toronto. 5 a.m. in Toronto is the ultimate example of that. 5 a.m. in Toronto. I don't care what anyone else says. That's top tier. 5 a.m. Toronto is the greatest example of someone rapping like the rent is due. Because, oh my God, that song, Drake's just coming at people's throats on that song, dude. Coming at everyone's throat. Coming different, man. Drake really did his thing on that. I think that's Drake's one of Drake's best songs. One of Drake's best songs, like, ever. One of the best songs just of all time, man. Drake just goes absolutely bonkers on that shit. If you disagree, fuck you. Um, let's think. Let's see if I got any more. What's a low point in your sports life you've never quite gotten over? I gotta think. It's gotta be a Cowboys moment because me as a Cowboys fan, it's really been bad. The Dez air quotes on drop, he caught that ball. Still not over that shit. As a Raptors fan as well, it's got to be the LeBron days. I don't think I'll ever get over that. The LeBron moments, man. Definitely dark times in my life, man. Just seeing LeBron torture the Raptors for years and can't do a thing about it. What else? That Embiid 3 from 2 years ago. Yeah, that was brutal, man. That little step back 3 hit and at the left side, dude, that was bad. That was really bad, but yeah. Oh, dude. As an Ohio State fan, because of my dad, I'm an Ohio State fan. He's from Ohio. Justin Fields throwing that pick in the red zone. Man, that was bad. That was really brutal to watch live because we drove all the way down the field in a game-winning drive against Clemson and just threw the ball away. Definitely a miscommunication there, and that was so bad, man. That was really bad. That was really, really bad. That was definitely some really dark times. Definitely Ohio State losing to Oral Roberts in the first round in the national NCAA tournament. I'm not even that big of an NCAA guy, basketball wise, and dude, that was brutal to watch. Definitely seeing that. Um, yeah, that's about it for right now. That's off the top of my head, all I've got. A player ever, a player ever hit a shot against your team that made your stomach drop? Fuck. I mean, that LeBron floater over OG Anunoby in the playoffs, that game winner, definitely hurt. That Embiid 3 I was talking about earlier. Um, that Jeremy Lamb 3, as a Raptors fan, that Jeremy Lamb 3 from half court for the game winner. I mean, shit. Like, I was like in dead shock. I didn't say a word after that shit hit. That was crazy to watch. But yeah, any of you guys got any? Oh man. I definitely on the other way around, if I was a Sixers fan, that Kawhi shot would definitely be top tier. Like that would be the ultimate example. The ultimate example of that. But other than that, I don't think there's too much for me. We don't really get a game winner on too much as a Raptors guy. Not too much. It's probably just LeBron, man. But yeah, that Embiid one, Christ almighty, that ripped my heart out. I really thought we would have had a chance in that series against the Sixers, but he had other plans. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for episode 1 here of the revamp. I just wanted to come out here, just give you guys something, just to talk about some stuff. And I will definitely be more consistent. I'm coming back after the Don Toliver concert to talk about that and just upcoming shit that's happened. But yeah, it was definitely good to be back. It's amazing to be back. And I'm just excited for the direction that we're gonna do, man. That we're only gonna go up from here. I'm gonna start being more consistent, and that's just gonna be the start of everything new. So yeah, appreciate you guys for watching, and have yourselves a damn good one, man.